49er fans, welcome back to another edition of the End Zone Club, where, as always, we have conversations wrapped around things we know now we wish we knew when we were younger. And I do have to say I have to jump on here very quickly tonight because I want to do a quick synopsis of what's going on with the 49ers. Now, I'm getting a lot of hatred about this from 49er fans, especially because I have been voicing my opinion week after week after week. First of all, let's put some blame with Shanahan. I've always said if you hit Shanahan in the mouth and you get him away from his top 25 plays, he struggles. I know he's supposed to be smart, but he's methodical in his approach and he's very rhythmic. That way, what I mean by that is if you get him off his rhythm, he can be beaten. And we saw it today. However, I have said this since he's been in San Francisco, but he builds an offense that's very suitable to immobile quarterbacks that process quick hit plays. With those abilities, you can come in this offense and you can inflate your value. So if you're able to come in this offense and you know basically where to throw it to, because he's going to tell you who your hot read is, if you can make that throw, which is typically about an 8-7 yard throw, you're going to be successful. Jimmy G took a lot of flack when I said Jimmy G was slightly above average. A lot of people love Jimmy because he's a good looking guy. He's a great guy, actually. Jimmy has signed a lot of autographs for me, so I'm not saying anything from a negative place. I'm just stating a firm reality. Jimmy was slightly above average. In this offense, he has very quick reads. You noticed he struggled anytime you force him to hold on to the ball longer than 2 seconds, process a read, get the ball down the field. I got my baby girl here with me. But anyway, with that said, Brock Purdy is following in the same mold, except, yes, baby girl. Okay, Daddy's going to finish his video, okay? All right, see you later. Guys, she wants me to hold her rabbit up in this video. But anyway, Brock Purdy is the same kind of quarterback, right? If you notice, Brock struggles leading his receivers into passes. He doesn't properly telegraph passes that are beyond 10 or 12 yards. I've noticed this season he's throwing a lot of contestable passes, meaning that there are balls he is throwing that basically are 50-50 balls that really don't have to be that way. Pay attention. There's a lot of passes he's throwing off of his back foot with bad form that he's basically making the receivers make the play. Unlike elite quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady was good at this, Drew Brees, these guys are perfect with telegraphing the ball to where it should be, finding openings in the defense and basically putting it where only the wide receiver can catch it. Now, this is not negative because I think Brock Purdy is very functional in this offense. However, Kyle, for some odd reason, always overvalues his ability to rate offensive line talent. He's built an offense where especially outside of Trent, a lot of times your right tackle can only block, and even some of our guards can only block on passing plays for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds at a time. So if you're having these offensive linemen on an island and asking them to block longer than 2 seconds, you're in trouble. That is why in this offense, it's built around quick read, get the ball out very quickly. Let's play this real slow offense that gets a lot of credit for being more than what it really is. This, to me, was one of the predominant reasons for why Trey Lance didn't succeed in this offense. You took a guy that maybe has a stronger arm, that's maybe more accurate down the field, a lot of talents that the elite quarterbacks possess, but you put him behind a line that was not built for him. You put him in an offense that you made no changes to build to his strength, and then you basically said, oh, I made a mistake. The mistake was Kyle did not know how to put this guy in a system that works. Today's loss hurt. It hurt. Of course, the refs helped to lead to our demise, but I've always said this. When you have great teams, you can't punch down to your level of talent. You got to play at your standard of performance and wear teams out. You don't wait as a 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0 team, undefeated, possibly the very best in the league. You don't rely on. You can't rely on the last drive of the game to put a team away, especially when the starting quarterback ain't even playing. There is no excuse for what happened today. We got outcoached, we got outplayed, and now without CMC in the game, you got a chance to see who Brock really is. Trey Lance never had that opportunity to play games with CMC and Debo and Kittle and Ayuk at the same time. Y'all can fight me if you want to. I'm not saying Brock isn't a good quarterback. He's just not great. He's not elite. He's functional within this offense, and it's going to show more and more. As I hate to say this, Christian McCaffrey does have an injury history, so chances of him playing 16, 17 games and playoffs every season as a 27-year-old running back is going to start becoming slimmer and slimmer. So what happens in between? As an elite quarterback, or as even a starting quarterback, can he put this team on his back and will them to victory? And my answer is no. You guys saw it today, that last drive, when we're trying to get in the field goal range without the help of some penalties. Brock was throwing that thing all over the place, and it wasn't where it was supposed to be. I'm just stating the obvious. Defensive coordinators are going to look at the same thing, and they're going to start playing different coverages as time permits. But as a 49er fan, I believe in our team. I believe in what we're capable of doing. But I think we're built for regular season success. And in order to make it into the playoffs and beyond, there's some tweaks we have to make. I wouldn't be surprised if before this season, at some point, we don't see that other bum quarterback. I don't know what we thought we got, but sometimes I think Kyle takes on too much responsibilities and overstates what he thinks he's doing versus what's actually happening. It's almost like, I'm not going to go there with it, but I love my team. But guys, we got to tighten up. That loss today was not acceptable.